Hi, and welcome to Tim and Joel's Weekly Draw, the show where we talk a little bit about wrestling a little bit at a time. What little bit are we going to start with tonight, Joel? Joel Pearl?
Well,
little bit.
We're going to start by telling y'all Happy Pie Day.
Oh yeah, I guess it's Pie Day. Okay. Cool.
It's Pie Day. It's also a friend of the show, Shotzi Blackheart's birthday. So happy birthday, Shotzi Blackheart.
You just rattle the mic so much. You're the best.
Just I had to move the thing around. What are they gonna do? Huh? You're wearing headphones. I'm sorry.
Okay, this is a weird way to start. Okay, I will say that Pie Day is a good example of arbitrary and pointless name things that I don't really care about. And we're seeing some of that in wrestling this week, Joel, aren't we?
Well, first of all, I was going to order pizza tonight. Now I have second thoughts about everything in my life now that you said that. So thank you.
See? Don't be basic.
There's so much. Yeah, it's true. There's so much going on in wrestling this week, and we're going to invite you, first of all, to check us out over at youtube.com/TimandJoelPod. Every single Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, Tim and I, we talk through the week in wrestling. We give you a little bit of a wrap around of what happened, and we joke about the week. We even make fun of things, Tim.
We make fun of things. Yeah, we're bullies. We're mean people.
Sorry. We don't take things as seriously as people might want us to.
I just can't.
Anyway, for now,
hold on. I'm the guy with a beef against Pie Day. So, you can only take my opinions with so much of a grain of salt.
Maybe I should put beef on my pizza for Pie Day.
Beefy pie.
Anyway, so in lieu of that, you can like this video. You can leave us a comment about what you're looking forward to this week in wrestling or whatever you want. Tell us that Joel and Tim are very good-looking, handsome creatures, or we're not. I don't care. And subscribe to the channel. Tap the bell for notifications on us and also here on PW Unlimited. Okay, let's get to it, shall we, Tim?
Yes.
Raw has the Almighty Edition, and I really hope that means they're going to announce some matches for Fastlane, which is this Sunday.
You know what I hope it means? I hope it means that Bobby Lashley gets something to do, because as of right now, the Almighty Edition does not feature the Almighty. So I don't know.
They say his reign continues. So you know what? Let's just go right to that. I have a feeling that he's going to face The Miz one last time at Fastlane, and that it'll be some sort of gimmick match. Let's say, I don't know, in a steel cage.
Yep.
There's potential for a number one contendership match at Fastlane for Lashley's championship at WrestleMania between Drew and Sheamus. There's talk about a last man standing match. Great. Into that. Love it. In the meantime, what can we do? Are we going to introduce someone else? Is Miz the guy? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I see Bobby, he could wrestle John Morrison for shits and giggles. We'll watch him, make him submit to oh my God, the Hurt Lock. I forgot. They did eventually come up with a good name for that.
They could do a match where they could ban submissions.
Ooh. At that point, I guess it's going to be a spear ending then. Cool.
Works for me. Now let's move on, shall we? Speaking of the Hurt Business, they are going to be defending their Raw Tag Team Championships against the New Day. Again, that's Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin representing the Hurt Business. I'm looking forward to a good match. I have a feeling it'll end in a disqualification or some sort of schmaz, and then we'll just run it back on Sunday at Fastlane, maybe add another team, make it a triple threat. Anything worth noting in that?
No, I think that's exactly how it's going to play out. I kind of more expect that it'll just be a run back. But yeah, we'll see. They're scrambling to put together something for Fastlane, it feels like.
Absolutely. Speaking of scrambling to put something together for Fastlane, another match that I expect they'll run back in 6 days. That's Riddle taking on Mustafa Ali for the U.S. Championship. I have a feeling maybe Riddle's scooter will get stolen by members of Retribution.
I hope all the members of Retribution get involved and just beat him with the scooter until the scooter is in many pieces, so that each of them can pick up a piece and strike him with it.
That's dark, bruh.
Yeah, the wheels could fall off and then someone could throw the wheels at him.
Yeah, I mean, the wheels fell off on Riddle a long time ago. As for Riddle, this is his first U.S. title defense since winning the championship. I don't remember how long ago, because honestly, Riddle's a back thought. Let's move on. That's end of Raw. That's all that's been announced. I'm sure by Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern, we'll have a few more things announced, but we have a full card announced for AEW St. Patrick's Day Slam. I have one question, Tim. Will someone host a body slam challenge for like 1,000 Shamrock Shakes or something?
No. You know what? I expect St. Patrick's Day to have zero feature in this card because it's just Dynamite. It's just regular Dynamite, but they're going to say St. Patrick's Day Slam, and there might be some green.
Ooh, green ring ropes.
You know what? Do that. That would at least make it feel a little bit different, other than just arbitrarily naming Dynamite something different for the 80 millionth time.
Well, that's true. They didn't do much for the Crossroads.
Let's don't do anything. It's pointless. It's Dynamite. I don't care.
Tell us how you really feel.
I feel the same way about Almighty Raw. I don't care, or what in your face Raw. Like, stop it.
Okay.
It's so pointless.
We're off to a great start. Happy Pi Day. Penta El0M takes on CODY. It's another Ultimate Dad League battle because
awesome.
Penta, he plans to beat up CODY so bad that he won't be able to pick his daughter up when she's born.
I love it. People love using that in their promos. They love, like, I can't even hold my child. He beat me so bad I couldn't pick up my little girl. Like, what the hell?
On a serious note, I was a big fan of the way that this feud started last week. Having Penta get up from the Spanish announce table and having Alex Abrahantes become Penta's translator. I really like that.
Yeah.
You and I talked about it on our show, Tim and Joel Call It in the Ring. And we were in agreement. Like, Abrahantes gives extra flavor to Penta's whole demeanor.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that this match goes super well. I think they can both work really well together and put on a great show. So I am looking forward to this match quite a bit.
Both men are very strong right now in the realm of AEW. I could see some shenanigans coming in. Both men have some friends on either side of the table. You've got Death Triangle for Penta. You've got members of the Nightmare family, including a brother in Dustin Rhodes for CODY. I could see maybe some shenanigans before, during, after the match.
Yeah. I'd be totally fine if this were drug out a little longer and we see it run back later on.
Yeah. In action for the first time since teaming with Shaq, Jade Cargill will go one-on-one with somebody, presumably a squash. Jade will probably look very impressive because she's much bigger than most of the women on the roster. Anything to add about Jade having a match?
Nope, it's going to be a squash. Hopefully they choose somebody who isn't Red Velvet this time.
I don't think so. She is wrestling on Dark Elevation, however.
That she is, yeah.
There you go. That'll be Monday before Raw, I guess 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Okay, let's move on St. Patrick's Day Slam. St. Patrick's Slam, whatever they're calling it. Matt Hardy, Private Party, and Butcher and the Blade take on Jurassic Express and Bear Country. Big 6-man tag team. I guess 6-person. So it's an interspecies match because you got a dinosaur.
You always got to consider it. Yeah.
Yeah, when you got big bears in the mix, it's going to be a really fun melee. What's
the shortened version? Like, you got trios for 3 people. 6 would be like, what's a 6-sided shape? I'm very bad at geometry.
Hexagonal?
Hexos? I don't know. Anyway.
Wow.
There's
really
6
glad
things
we do this.
6 things in the ring.
6 things. We still don't have an explanation as to why Butcher and Blade joined Matt Hardy, other than, and I don't like hearing like they're mercenaries for hire. I don't really like that explanation because
I would have liked it if it made any damn sense and they kept that great idea for Eddie's family going, but they didn't. It ended before it began.
Yeah, so they've been bounced around, and I think it's time for them to maybe get a little focus, see where they can land as a tag team, not just as a team that bounces to another person as their leader. And really, down the line, I'm assuming this just ends up with Private Party taking on Butcher and the Blade.
Yeah, same. I hope to see Butcher and Blade beat up Matt Hardy more than anything in this. And to see Bear Country be excellent.
Yeah, exactly. And again, Jurassic Express, they're always fun to watch. I'm waiting for them to have that big breakout moment where I can say, oh, I'm going to see Jungle Boy, Jack Perry, thank you, JR, giving me a much bigger match week after week instead of he's singles one week and then he's in a tag team with Luchasaurus the next week and we forget about it. Yep. I'm waiting for the breakout of Jurassic Express. Maybe this will be it. What will be it are the Good Brothers taking on Jon Moxley.
Impact Tag Team Champions. Oh, wait.
Wait a minute.
It's still posted as that on all of the promo. It's very fun. It's like, good. How would you know? How would you know they were going to drop the ball?
That's right. And you know what? They dropped the tag team titles, spoiler alert, to Finn Juice last night at Impact Sacrifice on Impact Plus. A very good show, by the way. If you go out and watch it, I do recommend it. I'm expecting, listen, it'll be a good brawl. 3 angry guys facing off, and then Gallows will be out there stroking his bat. It'll be fine. Is there anything that you're really looking forward to between these 4 going at it?
No, I'm surprised to see John back and at it real quick. Like a big part of me expected the explosion at the end of Dynamite to have been an intention, like to have been in a like setup for him to be able to take some time off, but things didn't play out that well, and he's still here, and it's good.
Yeah, and you know what? We all assumed it would be a write-off, but also he's got other stuff to do. He has some. I think he has some commitments in Japan that need to be fulfilled at one point.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Again, I'm expecting a schmoz finish. Kenny and Don have to be somewhere in this whole thing because it's not a Good Brothers match without Kenny and Don, or a Kenny match without the Good Brothers coming out. Yeah. I notice on the card there's no Young Bucks. So as we're getting closer to a potential Young Bucks Good Brothers feud down the line, maybe we'll see the Bucks be a part of it. I don't know how, don't know what, but I wouldn't be surprised to see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, okay. John Moxley's a dad. Oh, the Good Brothers are also dads. Damn. Okay, my dad.
Nick and Matt Jackson are also dads.
Damn, everyone's a dad. But then they saw their dad get beat up. So maybe they're out on the hunt for people who beat up dads.
Kenny Omega's not a dad. And Eddie Kingston's not a dad either.
Yeah, I know. That's why it kind of derailed. Anyway. All right, what's the next thing?
Ultimate Dad League continues as we have an interview with Sting!
Yeah!
Anyway, they know it's a parody by now, especially as Sting left last week, just being like, see you next week. And just
That's pretty
away.
great. Yeah.
It's very funny. Listen, Lance Archer came out, basically challenged Sting. I assume they're going to come out again. I hope Jake the Snake is wearing something completely different from a snakeskin tracksuit. Maybe it's time for Team Taz to come out and figure out what they're going to do next. Maybe that's what this all thing goes and happens.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, in our main event, it's unsanctioned.
Oh.
The lights are out.
It's dark? How will we see? Cameras require light to function.
We'll have to turn up the brightness on our TVs.
Night vision. I want a night vision match. I don't want that. Please don't do
Sounds
that.
awful.
Yeah.
Thunder Rosa faces off against Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D. If you didn't know, Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D. is a dentist. And they're going to face off, again, lights out, unsanctioned match on Dynamite in the main event. This will be the first time the women main event Dynamite. I'm very excited for a brutal, potentially gruesome match because unsanctioned in the AEW realm usually gets a little bit heavy, a little hardcore, right?
It's going to be good. I'm really excited for this. Like Thunder Rosa, again, not an AEW wrestler, is one of the most dominant forces in the AEW women's division and one of the best performers by far. Like she's doing a great job. It'll be really exciting to see what her and Britt Baker put together.
Now, between the two, I'm expecting a Thunder Rosa win.
You think?
Only because it's lights out, it's unsanctioned, so it doesn't go against the win-loss record. So Britt Baker, Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D., she's a dentist, by the way, she gets to keep her singles record pristine as she gets closer to an AEW women's title match.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
And Thunder Rosa's the face, so you send the kids home happy.
Again,
right?
I think a big part of me still thinks like you still got to build your own branded wrestlers, so I could see Britt going over on the way to that women's title. So
yeah, it's fair. And yeah, you're right, because Thunder Rosa is still under contract to the NWA. They return this week with Back for the Attack. That's going to be on Sunday night next week. The pay-per-view starts at like 4 p.m. So she's advertised for the show. She'll be on it. I guess we'll have to see what happens. But again, a lights out unsanctioned match to main event Dynamite. I'm a big fan of that.
I'm all about it. Yeah, AEW Dynamite. Sounds very exciting this week.
Let's move on to NXT. Opposing Dynamite's St. Patrick's Day Slam matches. I love the look on your face when I say it. That's why I say it.
There's no dumb name for NXT. Just say it.
Not yet. Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa will take on Marcel, Barthel, and Fabian Eichner from Imperium. We're one step closer. Tim, we're one step closer to Walter's Florida vacation.
Yep. Looking forward to it. It's another step along a well-told, slowly built story. It's good stuff.
You know, at one point we were talking about this Florida vacation being subsidized by one Finn Balor. I think now this thing's going to be fully subsidized by one Tommaso Ciampa.
Yep, and I'm here for it. I want to see that match real bad.
I'm a big fan of that. It'll be a great heavy tag team. Looking forward to that tag team match. We've got Isaiah Swerve Scott taking on Leon Ruff. And for Swerve, he's got a new groove. He's very smooth and he wants to take out Ruff once and for all. And for Ruff, he's been the little guy and he wants to show him that he's not just a little guy, that he has more size and avenge his recent beatdowns from Swerve Scott. Anything you're expecting from this match between the two?
Just really good stuff. Like I expect, like Leon is just such a good guy for so many people to work with because he sells like nobody's business and he can take some wild bumps. So I'm really excited to see what they put together with this too. Because love Swerve Scott. Feel like they needed to retool him a little bit. His character to the core is really good, but he needed a little bit of a bump, and I think this is the right direction.
It's going to be a fun match for Swerve and Ruff. And not finally, we have two more things. Oh my God. Jordan Devlin is going to confront Santos Escobar over the Cruiserweight Championship. For those who don't know, before the world shut down, Devlin was the Cruiserweight Champion. Santos Escobar won a tournament to become the interim NXT Cruiserweight Champion. They then switched it to just the regular Cruiserweight Championship. NXT UK started using UK Championship on Jordan Devlin. Now they have to finally combine the two as we get closer to the world opening up again. Listen, I'll put it simply. Jordan Devlin needs to show up, drop the title, leave the promotion, and that's it because we're done with him. Okay? Escobar is the star. Let's push him. Let's get it right, especially in light of the Andrade discussion from this past weekend.
Yeah, I don't know much about Jordan Devlin. He was like, I started really getting back into this when things went down the toilet. So I don't know too much about him. He looks like a guy I know. Is his character just that is he Irish? Is that it?
He's the Irish ace. And for a long time, they called him like Finn Balor's younger brother ripoff.
That's the non-character. I feel bad. All right, well, whatever. Yeah, drop it. Get out. Santos Escobar, very good character, well established. Loved, the unmasking. Awesome stuff. So,
moving on. Austin Theory and Dexter Lumis in a match that I can just say is time to end this chapter. I've enjoyed the vignettes. The match will be solid. I feel like we're just killing time before Dexter Lumis shows up on the Raw after WrestleMania. He'll be in the crowd. The camera will pan out as Elias is in the ring, strumming his guitar, playing a concert. The camera shows Dexter Lumis painting a picture, drawing a picture of Elias, and we're off to the races.
You think he's that close, eh? Like they're that.
I've been saying this since December.
I mean, I love him. I would love to see him get called up. But like,
he's a character. He's not a championship winning character. He is a character that is fleshed out in terms of how he operates in the ring, how he gives promos or doesn't.
Yeah. They're gonna
they're
gonna use him like they use the Boogeyman, which is not my favorite thing because I think he's more talented than that. But there's room for his character to evolve down the road too. So it's a good step.
He's also older. So
is he?
For them, it makes more sense. Look up Sam Shaw. That's
he really is going to be used like the Boogeyman. Got it.
He's not that old, but he is old. He's not 23. We'll put it like that.
Yeah.
So speaking of not being 23, LA Knight, makes his NXT in-ring debut.
Can't wait.
No, it's not against Bronson Reed because that's going to be a match for TakeOver.
It does. That is a better match for TakeOver.
Yes. They've just said it's his NXT in-ring debut.
Who's he going to squash? Who's he going to squash, Joel?
Who knows? Because either way, it'll be on LA Knight's time. Yeah.
True.
Let's move on. SmackDown. SmackDown has matches announced.
Whoa. Well, yeah. Whoa.
The 2 nights before Fastlane, we're going to see the SmackDown Women's Championship on the line. Sasha Banks defends against Nia Jax. My only note here is Reginald.
Yeah. It's fine. Reggie.
Reggie.
He landed okay after Carmella. He's doing fine.
Yeah, exactly. He's got 2 beautiful women vying for his attention and affection.
Yeah. I mean, when he was shopping, they asked how he could move in the suit, and the answer was not well at all, and it was still praised. So Nia's she's not good at assessing gymnastic ability, I guess.
I mean, she's not exactly a tumbler herself, so
it's true.
I get it.
True. Yeah. Okay.
On the other hand, She paid for his nice new suit.
She
Looked
did.
really nice, real dapper.
Looked exactly the same as his other suits, but anyway.
Yeah, I don't think she could afford the entire pants though.
Yeah, just
A lot of
most
ankle.
of them. Yeah, too much ankle.
A lot of ankle going on there.
Loafers.
How do you wear your suits? No, sorry. Another time. Tell us in the comments. Tell us in the comments how you wear your suits. Maybe it's your birthday suit. That's not our business. You can tell us in the comments of this video. And then finally, the winner of this match becomes the special guest enforcer for Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns at Fastlane on Sunday for the Universal title. Edge wrestles for the first time on SmackDown since March 22nd, 2011.
Oh my God.
Yes. And he faces Jey Uso. And by the way, you know who we faced in that last match?
No idea.
Former WWE champion, Drew McIntyre.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well done.
Jey Uso was like 11 at the time. I
Yeah,
don't know how old
yeah.
he was, but like he was a kid.
Well, that's something. One question. We're back to the weird arbitrary names. What is a special guest enforcer? I'm familiar with special guest referee. What is a special guest enforcer?
The special guest enforcer is outside of the ring, making sure nothing happens, no one tries to interfere in the match. The referee is in the ring. They're there to count the three, throw out the tap in case of a tap out. They're there to start and end the match. The guest enforcer is there to make sure that the match goes on without interruption.
Okay. That's not that interesting. It feels like something they could both do.
WrestleMania 14, infamously, Mike Tyson was a special guest enforcer
Got it.
between Austin and Michaels.
So I assume he had to stop somebody with his fists at some point.
Yeah, he did. And then at the end of the match, he infamously sucker punched Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, but that's bad
Brand
enforcing.
Austin.
There's a
Well, that was at
problem
the end of
with
the match.
this
That was
position.
after everything had ended. You could go watch WrestleMania 14. That'll tell you the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It gives Edge something to do.
As we lead into Fastlane, which, by the way, next week here on PW Unlimited, we will be giving our predictions for Fastlane. It'll be just as zany and wacky as tonight is, because let's just face it, this is what we like to do. We have fun talking about wrestling. We want to have fun talking wrestling with you, and we do it all over the internet. First at timandjoelpod.com. Go check us out. You can like the video, subscribe to us on YouTube. You can do whatever you want, follow us where you want, and you can follow Tim. Where can the kids find you on the internet?
Kids can find me at TimStoneP, TIMBSTONEP on Twitter.
Go ahead, give him a follow. He's good times. And you can follow me over at Joel Pearl, JOELPEARL. All forms of social media, including twitch.tv/Joel Pearl. I play video games. I play guitar. I like to banter with you guys. We talk about wrestling. We talk about life. We talk about whatever you want. And until then, enjoy your week in wrestling. And we'll see you on Thursday for Tim and Joel Call It in the Ring, 8 p.m. Eastern, on youtube.com/TimandJoelPod. Enjoy your week.